Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye. Ladies and gentlemen, your government is about to perform an unconstitutional act, and that is to nationalize your health care. My name is Frank Scavo, and I'm an Old Ford School Board Director. I am a sworn elected official that put his hand on the Bible and said, I will uphold the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. And I take that very seriously. Here's why this healthcare takeover is unconstitutional. The 10th Amendment says the powers not delegated to the United States by the Constitution nor prohibited by it to the states are reserved to the states respectively or to the people. Barack Obama and your senators and congressmen do not have the authority to do this. Czars, Employee Free Choice Act, clunkers, 12 million illegals. Let me ask you this. Healthcare, there are some problems with it. Do we need to remake the entire system and have it run by the government? No! Absolutely not. We can't. Why not? Because the government is too wasteful. Because the government, along with the United States Post Office, cannot deliver packages in a fashion that UPS and Federal Express can, and every other trucking company in America. Why do we want to delegate our health care to these people that are totally disconnected, although we vote for them? And right here, on my left, are 5 reserved seats. I have reserved seats for Congressman Kajorski, who has not had a town hall meeting yet, nor has one scheduled. For Congressman Carney, to his credit, is going to meet with we the people this week and also appear on the Stu Henry Show on Wednesday. I have one for Senator Robert Casey, who has not had a town hall meeting yet and lives just a few blocks away. He was... Senator, where is Senator Casey? He's home. He was invited personally, has not attended, does not want to hear what you have to say. Although in the people's kitchen, it does get a little bit hot. Let freedom ring. That's freedom of speech. That's First Amendment. I applaud everyone here today for being here and exercising this right. And I also have one, thank you, for Senator Specter, who has been having it handed to him. The people are bringing it to Arlen Specter, and here's a prediction. If Arlen Specter votes for this amendment, for this resolution, for this legislation, he will not be reelected. Arlen's only chance is to vote no on this, and he just may be reelected, because that's how serious this is. And last but not least, I've reserved the chair for the President of these United States, Barack Obama. He is our president. He is everyone's president. Barack Obama could say, let's take every penny off of our citizens and become a totalitarian state, which is a bad idea, but he couldn't do it because you have your elected officials, representatives that would tell him no. So what are they doing now on health care? Are they telling Barack Obama no? They aren't. They are saying, well, let's see. Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you a simple question. When is the last time that you gave anyone, a check from your checkbook, signed it, and didn't put in an amount? An open check. You've never done it, and you never would. What is happening with this healthcare reform? It started out with reform, now it's a takeover. A 1,000-page bill. And the more people read it, the more clear it becomes that it is not healthcare reform, it's a healthcare takeover. It's anti-consumer, it's anti-taxpayer, and it's anti-American. Two things I never thought I'd see in my lifetime. The first one is the fall of the Berlin Wall. 20 years ago this week, the Berlin Wall was disassembled brick by brick. What an accomplishment of the free world. The second thing I never thought I'd see is socialism in America. The first president I voted for was Ronald Reagan.
Me too.
Thank you. We were just coming out of a recession with Jimmy Carter, you had extreme economic melees, and Ronald Reagan came in and basically used common sense. That's what we lack in Washington. Please don't ever think that any of these gentlemen are smarter than you, because they're not. In fact, they're more disconnected. One thing they are is connected to the special interest. I was down in Washington 5 weeks ago, speaking out on the Employee Free Choice Act. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you that our country is in worse shape than you believe it is. Reason being, special interests. How could you ever think of taking away the secrecy of the ballot, the right to vote in private, and shoving that down a union member's throat? That's where the union leadership, the bureaucracy, is not in step with we the people, with they the people. That's what this is all about. We are here to tell our elected officials no on this bill. By the way, it's the bill that doesn't exist. It's the bill that didn't have the, quote, death panels. No death panels here. But when Sarah Palin put a simple Facebook posting on because she, what, read the bill. So Sarah Palin reads the bill and says, well, there's death panels. And then they say, no, there's not. But then they drop the death panels that weren't in there. Now, they say we need to bend the cost curve of healthcare. How are you going to bend it? There are more baby boomers that are going to enter the healthcare system. How are you going to bend it? By cutting services. Paul Konjarsky demagogue Lou Barletta on Social Security and Medicare saying Lou Barletta was going to cut the services. And guess what happened? He's the one that voted for HR 3200. Mr. Konjarsky, we could all do better, and that's what we need to do. Honesty is what we all need from our elected officials. We're not getting it. Reporting on each other, emails. I hope my name is at the White House right now. I hope they know who Frank Scavo is. Because guess what? I'm an American. I work. I'm active in the community. I have a wife and 2 kids. I run a business. I do budgets. And I understand that you don't get something for nothing. Because even though they say the health care is free, why do they need your bank account information? Wait a minute, if it's free, I just walk in and say, fix me. It's not free. It's not free. So the more we look at it, it's unconstitutional. Abraham Lincoln warned us about this. Abraham Lincoln said, no foreign power will ever drink from our waters. The decay will come from within. Well, here it is. People vote largesse. Give me free stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, the goose that laid the golden egg must take time to produce the golden egg. If you take that goose by the neck and you want a golden egg faster than it can produce them, by sticking your hand up the goose, you will kill it. You will kill the entrepreneurship of these United States if we continue on this path. It's soft tyranny. Before I introduce one of our speakers here today, I absolutely must tell you that I am reading Mark Levin's book, Liberty and Tyranny. Now, I learned more in the first 20 pages about the Constitution and the setup of this representative republic than I did in 12 years of public school. I recommend that even if you want free health care, and even if you want government takeovers, and even if you want government programs, that you read this, because you will understand what the end result is.